Yeah, so this is a lot of little books, little mock-up books I made. Another Balloon Girl story, mock-ups for a children's book. And I'm going to write about this, but basically I feel like this character is not really right for children. Maybe, I mean, in the sense that, say you've got Peanuts characters, for example, they are aimed at children, but they're kind of not like really young children, like a picture book kind of children. I think this is more like an older child sort of thing, where you're kind of fascinated by grown-up concepts. But anyway, yeah, I tried to make it. I thought I'd have a go at making a book for children, so I did a few different mock-ups, and they're a bit grubby because they've been, you know, they've been dragged around an attic. Well, I've never had an attic, but they've been stored in cardboard boxes for a long time. So yeah, Poppet the Balloon Girl, and I designed the fonts as well. I had this quite cool bit of kit called Fontographer, and you could draw letters and then it would kern. The kern is the spacing between the letters, so you could kind of set the kerning. So you can see I've put like a very tight kerning on them. I think kerning's the right word. So let's have a look inside. So she's up in the clouds. Oh, it's all stuck together. Very bright, that one. And then she's enjoying the flowers. But actually, you haven't really seen, you can see the body on the front, but you can't see at that point that it's joined to a body. Oh, there you go. There you see Balloon Girl going for a walk. And I did find this all quite challenging, because I didn't really have, at the time I wanted to be an illustrator, but I didn't really have any training in it. I mean, I didn't have training as an illustrator, so I didn't have what you might call a lexicon of style, my own style, basically. So I had to, all of that I had to kind of make up at the time, so it was quite challenging. It's a bit weird, that little black tongue, don't know, it looks like a slug. So she has a picnic, and then she has a sleep. And then as she's sleeping, so this is where I try to create a sort of some drama in the story. And I've done a cloud that looks a little bit like an animal, so that when you're looking at the book, you can kind of talk about different things. So I was thinking of what would be dangerous for a balloon, what would be scary for a balloon, and it's got to be barbed wire and broken glass and drawing pins. All the pages stuck. Some of the pages are stuck together because they're made like that. Some of them are stuck together because they're sticky. I didn't really get to the point that I was happy with these. I think they should have been straighter spikes. And also they were a bit random. It's like, why are there these weird kind of blobby things with spikes on? I don't know, it didn't really work. I wasn't really quite happy with it. And also for young children, it's probably a bit too gloomy. Yeah, so she basically they are like bullies coming over out of her sort of nightmare, and she's surrounded by them, but she sees them off. That was like, okay, so that was one version where I had this idea that she would sort of quickly pull her balloon head down, and then the poppers would crash into each other. But I've tried to do it with arrows, and it didn't really work. So I think I did it differently in another. Yeah, I did it differently in another version. So you can see the just been playing about with the different. So the first one's got the flowers and the head, and then this one starts just with the sky. So it's a bit more. It's a bit more like, oh, what's that? What's going on? And I've changed the grass and stuff. Got the same quite colourful first page. And my sister helped me with the words because she's a writer. The smell of flowers is fresh and sweet. Nice and cool for her bare feet. Except that that's what you normally say about grass, so Maybe we didn't get that one quite right. Anyway, she's having a picnic. Now she's woozy because she's eaten a lot. And then this time she gets rid of them using a different method. They are cowards, Poppet. Just say boo. So she scares them off by the power of her personality. Look at the delight on Poppet's face. What's this version? Quite, this looks like the same actually. There's probably some subtle differences that I can't spot. Is there nothing she can do? Yes, it's a bit rhyming like Rupert Bear. Yes, quick now, show them a thing or two. An expert yank back down to earth. Nah, didn't really work that, did it? The poppers have become floppers. I quite like that. It's a bit Freudian. Right, what else have we got? Just a giant one that's fallen apart. That was a bigger version. So there you go. Poppet the Balloon Girl. A bit grubby, a bit old, but fun.